Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the boats bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
iRacing, you wanted the best, you got them four abreast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
And here we are live from Martinsville. Qualifying just about wrapped up here. About a minute left to go. It's going to be 75 miles of action on this Paperclip, the half mile. Built from asphalt and concrete. Concrete in the corners. Trying to keep it from peeling up. It was repaved not that long ago. I believe in 2004. If memory serves correctly. Posted as a half mile track is this Paperclip here at Martinsville. And the guys here at the Salt Flat Cup Series getting ready to roll. And it's all brought to you by SimBox. Make sure if you're looking for a button box, you head on over to Facebook and check out SimBox PC for all of your button box needs. Just about 10 seconds left here of the qualifying session. We're going to get these cars on track and get the grid going. I am Rickless this evening. He's out enjoying a little bit of a vacation, but that's okay. We're going to get this thing going nonetheless. drivers getting ready to do battle for 75 miles. It's going to be your pole sitter tonight from Podium Motorsports. It's the number 10 of Greg O'Barry. To his outside, out of the deeper, darker dew crew, it's the 13 of Jamie Leach. Cody Levitt's going to start his deeper, darker dew, number 38 in the inside row, number 2. To his outside of 14 of Lee Campbell. Beefy Motorsports, number 83, driven by Brandon Feeney, going to start inside row number 3. Jared Hagedorn out of GBR Racing. He's going to start his number 2 outside row number 3. Inside of row number 4, starting 7th on the field, it's going to be the Keystone Motorsports, number 31 of Donald Bennett. And to his outside, the coast to almost coast, number 26 of Daryl Calder. Kyle Lesher in the number 41, hailing out of Pennsylvania, going to pick up shotgun on the field. Stephen Herman, our race control here tonight. And again, all brought to you by SimBox. As we wait for the formation lap to go, Greg O'Barry looking to get this one going. The 10 car, very fast during practice. We'll see if that's going to translate to a race win or not. We got a lot of people that, or a lot of drivers that did not show up tonight. Not normal for these guys to not post a little bit of a bigger field here, but it is what it is. It's getting on in September. And here we go with the formation lap. Greg O'Barry leading the way with the 13 of Jamie Leach to his outside. This could be an opportunity for somebody who maybe doesn't normally have a chance to win to get one in this season. Who's it going to be? Pacetrack's going to take him around one more time. Greg O'Barry going to take control of the field. Field is lined up in columns of 2, ready to take the green flag. Last time these guys raced, it was a flag to flag affair, no cautions. Let's see if we can do that again here tonight. They struck off on the back stretch. Going to come around to the front side of pit road. Greg O'Barry picking up the field. Jamie Leach to his outside. Side by side. Green flag in the air. And we are off and running. Lap 1 of 150. Greg O'Barry launches himself out to the race lead. Jamie Leach, in the second spot. Cody Levitt in third. Everybody in their starting positions as of right now, as we have already gone single file throughout the entire field. Top 5: O'Barry, Leach, Levitt, Campbell, and Feeney. Looks like we've got a solo breakaway. Greg O'Barry launching himself out in front. He's already got about a half a second lead here. A lot of separation. 3 tire rule in effect here tonight. You're allowed 3 sets of tires plus the one that you started with. Not too hard to figure out a pit strategy for tonight if you can do it. Every time on the 50s. And again, O'Barry launching himself out. Looks like Cody Levitt starting to sneak up on Jamie Leach just a little bit. We'll drop in and take a look through his eyes, just what he's seeing. You have to be very smooth on the throttle here on the straightaways, and coming off from the corners, you have to be hard on the brakes going into them. Helps that car rotate just a little bit. You see Levitt right there, sticking it right down to the bottom and holding it there. A lot of that is just brake control. Brakes will help these cars rotate. And Levitt's trying to get there. Meanwhile, Greg O'Berry, almost a 1 second lead. Oh, well, actually, now it is a second lead over Jamie Leach. Leach has a mirror full of Cody Levitt. Lee Campbell sits in the 4th spot in the Old Spice number 14 Ford Mustang. Brandon Feeney running in the 5th spot. Might be in trouble because the 2 of Jared Hagedorn starting to catch him up just a little bit. The mirror is getting full of Milwaukee. Darrell Calder breaking free, gaining a spot up to 7th spot. Kyle Lesher in 8th. DB Donald Bennett in that red, white, and blue number 31. As we've got one going around, it looks like it might have been Brandon Feeney. Well, let's go back and take a peek, see what happened with Brandon Feeney. As he had the 2 car right behind him. That's Jared Hagedorn. Feeney just came into the corner a little too hot, got sideways. Hagedorn had no place to go, gets into the rear quarter, and around Feeney goes. So back on track he goes. First caution of the night, lap number 10. Pit road's going to get a little bit busy right now. Cody Levitt, Jared Hagedorn, Donald Bennett, Brandon Feeney all coming down pit road. Six miles complete. Brandon Feeney back out on track, so we have the full field ready to go again. Very light damage on the 83. Nothing to cause any worries there. Greg O'Berry has led every single step of the way here. Jamie Leach right behind. Lee Campbell up to the 3rd spot. Darrell Calder by staying out. +4. Kyle Lesher in the 41, also +4. As Donald Bennett had to get on the brakes a little bit. Almost got into Cody Levitt. Levitt down 3. Next time by, the pace truck should shut the lights down, and then we'll go back to green flag racing. And just like that, pace truck lights are off. So we'll fold back into columns of 2. Get ready to try this one again. Short track racing for the Salt Flat Cup Series here tonight. Just waiting on the green flag. We're going to round through corners 3 and 4, hit the front stretch, and then it's on Greg O'Berry to control the field. Waiting for the green flag now. As we are in the restart area, green flag comes out, and we are back under full song. Through 1 and 2, O'Barry takes the lead again on that inside, that preferred lane. And then lets it shoot right out to the outside wall and try and get as much speed built up for 3 and 4 as you can. Maybe trying to look to the inside of the 41. He was last time by, but now it's slipped back just a little bit. Oh, the 41 goes up way towards the wall. Levitt going to go around, and Daryl Calder as well. Calder down on the inside, going to take that spot away. Behind them, it's Brandon Feeney trying to work his way back up through the field. Right now on the inside of Donald Bennett as they run pillar to pillar through turns 3 and 4. The Liquid Molly machine on the inside is going to take that spot away. And Donald Bennett slips one back to the 8th spot. Second verse, same as the first. Greg O'Barry already out to a 1-second lead over Jamie Leach. Lee Campbell sitting in the 3rd spot. Can anybody catch O'Barry right now? He is fast here tonight. O'Barry leads the way still. Jamie Leach in second. Lee Campbell in third. Cody Levitt trying to get there. He did start this one in third, so he slipped back one spot to Levitt, but again, trying to get there. He's working that inside lane very consistently. And I believe that in a lap or two, he will catch the back door of the 14. Catching somebody here and passing him, two different things. That bottom line is definitely where you want to be, and I don't think Campbell's going to give that one up too easily. Heading down the front stretch and across the stripes, the 38 on the back bumper of the 14. Levitt makes a nice move to the inside. The 14 kind of letting him go. Campbell back to 4th spot. Levitt back up to where he started tonight in the 3rd place position. .25 laps to go, 125 to go. It's Greg O'Barry launching. I mean, he is gone. He's in another zip code. 2.6 seconds in front of Jamie Leach. And even further for Cody Levitt. Daryl Calder up to 4th spot. He's up 4 spots after starting in 8th in the blue 26. He's looking pretty strong out there. Check in on Brandon Feeney. Feeney in the 83. He brought out that first caution. Restarted towards the tail end of the field and has already worked his way back up in the 6th place. Kyle Lesher having some serious troubles with that 41 as the 2. Jared Hagedorn goes right on by after a miscue going into the corner for the 41. Sends him up a little high on track. And now DB Donald Bennett working the inside as well. Greg O'Barry continues to lead the way, almost a 3-second lead over Jamie Leach right now. Cody Levitt trying to shrink the bleed, or excuse me, shrink the time between himself and second place runner Jamie Leach. It's right now sitting at about a second. Levitt running a very clean line. It's going to save tires. I don't know that it's quite as fast as Jamie Leach's line right now. Almost on cue. Levitt picks it up a little bit. That time by. And the gap is starting to close. Well, it looks like Leach is very fast coming out of turn 4. Might be getting a little bit of a run on Cody Levitt coming out of 4, but Levitt very strong on the backstretch. And that is proving out right now as the gap down to about 0.8 of a second between Leach and Levitt. Meanwhile, Darrell Calder is sitting about 1.5 seconds behind Cody Levitt. And again, the trick here is to not burn up your equipment. So you got to get off the throttle and get on the brakes. And make those tires last. Here we are, lap 35 of 150. 115 laps to go, make it 114 as they cross the start-finish line, or Greg O'Berry anyway. So O'Berry's led every single one of them so far. And what is this first 1/3 of the race as we're working lap number 37 around the Paperclip. Cody Levitt got about, well, he caught up to about 0.8 of a second differential, and it is starting to hold there. So I don't know if the tires are starting to go away on the 38 or if he's just hit a nice, easy pace that is very consistent for him. We're going to find out. Again, it looks like Leach is just a little bit faster coming off from turns 3 and 4 and onto the front stretch, and then Levitt makes it up on the back stretch. But at the time, she's a slipping as Leach has a 1 second lead over Cody Levitt for second spot. Checking in on Lee Campbell, the 14 Office Depot Ford Mustang, sitting in the 5th spot. Just kind of chilling there. Darrell Calder is just ahead of him by about 1.5 seconds. All things scheduled to change here, though, for the Salt Flat Cup Series. Check in on the 83. That's Brandon Feeney sitting in the 6th spot after causing the first caution. He went around facing the wrong way on track. He's picked it back up to the 6th spot and trying to catch the top 5. Our race leader, Greg O'Berry, has a 5-second lead here at lap 45. These guys are running 40% fuel, so they will have to stop. Again, they have 3 sets of tires. No Berry taking a peek on the inside. And he's going to put Donald Bennett down a lap. He's already put Kyle Lesher down one. So 2 drivers off from the lead lap. And that puts 7 on the lead lap. And the 31, Donald Bennett having a little difficulty making that corner stick. And the 31, the nose started to push out. Very tight is the 31 right now. A little bit of understeer. Lap 49 for Old Barry, and it's his to lose here as he has got a 6-second lead over Jamie Leach. 1/3 of the way done, 25 miles down. Jared Hagedorn in the 2 car, the Milwaukee machine. One of just 2 Ford Mustangs out there. Hagedorn down 1 spot since the drop of the green flag, running in the 7th position, just keeping his nose clean. I've decided I'm going to be really charitable tonight. All drivers that showed up, top 10 finish. Because why not? Working lap number 54 out of 150, and Jamie Leach is continuing to fall back 6.5 seconds behind Greg O'Berry, our race leader. And O'Berry just trying to stretch out every ounce of fuel he can to try and make this one in as few stops as possible. Tires have fallen off just under a second's worth. The best lap time for O'Berry, a 19.49. His last time by, a 20.42. At 19.49, the fastest lap of the race is Jamie Leach bringing it down pit road. Lee Campbell, Donald Bennett also on pit road. And O'Berry continues to stay out of the 2, gets into the wall. That's scared Hagedorn. He corrects the ship and continues to motor down. A little bit of damage on the right-hand side. Meanwhile, O'Berry trying to catch a couple more drivers and make this one a sure thing tonight. First driver on the hit parade, the 41. That's Kyle Lesher. Lesher already being scored down a lap. And here comes O'Berry down pit road. He's going to give it up. He's going to give it up to Cody Levitt. So Levitt's going to cross the stripes in first spot for the first time tonight here on lap 60. We have somebody in the race lead, not named Greg O'Berry. Levitt did come in way back on lap 11 for that first caution, so he's got about 11 more laps to go than Greg O'Berry had. Top 3 drivers, Cody Levitt, Brandon Feeney, and Jared Hagedorn in the 2. Daryl Calder coming off from pit road in that blue, number 26. Question's going to be, when will Cody Levitt come down? Looks like Greg O'Berry did take tires on that pit stop. Way back on lap number 59, so already 5 laps since he's been off from pit road. Barely's got some serious time to make up to try and get to our race leader, but our race leader has not come down pit road yet. Lee Campbell in the 14 trying to get a lap back. He's going to move down to the inside of Cody Levitt, and the 14 is going to try and make it happen the old-fashioned way. He's going to earn one. Greg O'Berry settles in behind our race leader. O'Berry going to try and get his lap back. Cody Levitt goes way to the outside, gives plenty of room, maybe too much room as he has a wiggle in the 38. So Barry back on the lead lap. And Jared Hagedorn in the 2 going to follow a lap. Cody Levitt says, that's all I can do. 68 laps coming on down pit road. All eyes on Brandon Feeney. Feeney set to kind of take the lead here if he stays out. And he does. Brandon Feeney not able to take the lead at the start finish line that time by. He's going to have to try it again if he wants to do it. As Cody Levitt had already crossed the start finish line by the time Feeney got there. And that time Brandon Feeney leads a lap. So the Liquid Molly 83, who was involved in that first caution way back on lap 10, here on lap 70, leads the way. And just 3.3 seconds behind Feeney is Greg O'Berry. O'Berry has led, well, just about everything here tonight. Feeney coming down pit road. Here comes Greg O'Berry. O'Berry going to go by. And on the front stretch, Greg O'Berry going to reassume the race lead here on lap number 72. So a short run up front for Brandon Feeney as the race leader. Jamie Leach going to find himself right back into that second spot. However, 10 seconds behind. So O'Berry's got all kinds of time. Cody Levitt right back to the third spot. Daryl Calder up 4 into the 4th position. Lee Campbell slips 1 into the 5th spot since the drop of the green flag. Just a couple more laps to go and we're going to be halfway done. As Cody Levitt slips on by Donald Bennett's 31. Top 3 drivers on the lead lap. Everybody else at least 1 lap down. Jared Hagedorn in the 2 car, being shown 2 laps down. Lasher in 3 laps down. DB Donald Bennett 4 laps down in his number 31. So O'Berry continues to lead the way. Jamie Leach trying to unlock the combination of how to get back towards the front. 10.86 seconds at the line. Cody Levitt still running in that third spot. One caution here tonight, way back on lap 10 when Brandon Feeney went around, just barely touched the wall. It was the lightest thing. Didn't cause any damage. Other than that, we've been green flag racing here at the Paperclip. Cody Levitt trying to catch the back bumper of Brandon Feeney. Feeney, who had led a couple of laps, going to get past. And Greg O'Berry is about a front stretch away. Fourth place, Darrell Calder. The first driver one lap down. Should there be a caution, Lucky Dog rules are in place. He'd get it back. Since practice, nobody's really had an answer for O'Berry here tonight. He has been ultra fast. Let's take a ride with Greg O'Berry, our race leader, alive, and see what his view looks like as we go around the track with the lights on. Sun is just about completely gone here at Martinsville. Such a rhythm track, and Greg O'Berry doing it right. Nice and early on the brakes, getting that front end set. Around the corner he goes, and then back into the accelerator pedal. And O'Berry going to take the inside lane against Brandon Feeney. Feeney now going to be 2 laps down. Darrell Calder, Lee Campbell, 1 lap down apiece. Darrell Calder would be the lucky dog should we have a caution. Next time by, it's going to be 60 laps to go, or 30 miles, whichever you prefer. And O'Berry just rotating that car so well here. He's actually extended his lead out to about 14.3 seconds over Jamie Leach. Vertigear Chevy Camaro came to win here tonight, and he is doing a great job with it. One more pit stop. Every driver has to do it. So that is all it would take to make it the rest of the way. I don't imagine anybody coming down until about lap 110 or so. Car owners are going to be really happy. They're going to be able to save a set of tires. And the 41 car, Kyle Lesher in the sights of our race leader once again. Grego Berry catching the rear end of the 41. The 41 slips it out to the wall, gathers it back up, and heads into turn one. A little bit high. Kind of opening the door for O'Berry. O'Berry takes it as the 41 woes way up. Lets him on by. Now working lap number 98. 32 miles to go. Take a look in on Jamie Leach, our second place runner, and he is starting to pick up a little bit of a battle here. Cody Levitt trying to join him on the backside. Levitt, who's been running this track very smooth all night, now just running a little bit higher, but able to come out of the corner a little bit lower than the 13 of Jamie Leach. Leach trying to hold on to the second spot. Cody Levitt trying to take it away here on lap 100. Leach able to fend off Cody Levitt for the meanwhile. Here we are on lap 102. Levitt slowly reeling him in. And now Cody Levitt peels it off. He's going to come down pit road. The first driver to come down besides Brandon Feeney. So the last pit stop is underway here for Cody Levitt. Grego Berry continues to launch himself around this track. With a 17.7 second lead over Jamie Leach. O'Berry going to continue to stay out on track. Jamie Leach, we're going to wait to see what he's going to do. He's going to stay out as well, I think. Yeah, he does. So Barry, Leach, still out on track. Haven't come down pit road yet. Brandon Feeney on pit road for an extended amount of time. He's been on there for 1 minute, 21 seconds so far. DB Donald Bennett also sitting on pit road for an extended amount of time. Well, not too bad, just about 15 seconds. And here comes Leach. Leach bringing it down pit road. That's going to mean Greg O'Berry is going to be the last driver to pit. Our race leader here on lap 110. Going to send it around the track one more time. And there's a very good possibility that the entire field is going to be lapped. And it just happened. Greg O'Berry has lapped the entire field here on lap 111. And now he brings it down pit road. Lee Campbell right now being scored in the second spot is going to bring it down pit road. Cody Levitt still out there, still plugging away. Has about a lap to go to try and catch Greg O'Berry. O'Berry still on pit road. So Levitt trying to make up a bunch of time right now on track. Lap 112 of 150. And Cody Levitt sitting in second spot. O'Berry now hits the track and gets it up to speed. Greg O'Berry, your race leader. Three drivers on the lead lap. It's going to be O'Berry, Levitt, and Leach. The 10, the 38, and the black and green, number 13. Darrell Calder in the blue, 26. Going to be your fourth place runner, one lap down. Still waiting on a caution to try and be a factor here at the end of this one. O'Berry right now has a 7.5 second lead over Cody Levitt, but it is growing. O'Berry has been so fast here tonight. The 83 giving him a little bit of a fit. Work finally gets down below him through turns 1 and 2, and on to the backstretch he goes. He's gone. Greg O'Berry continues to lead the way, 117 of 150. 33 laps to go. Make it 16 miles now. As Cody Levitt starts to fall. The gap now between him and Greg O'Berry, 10.3 seconds. Levitt, if he's going to try and do anything, now is the time, as it is starting to wind down pretty quickly here. O'Berry working lap 120. Jamie Leach running into third spot, set to go underneath the 31 of Donald Bennett. And he'll do so through turns 1 and 2. Cody Levitt all by himself out there, running in second spot. O'Barry crossed the start finish line, working 123 of 150. So Brandon Feeney, after being on pit road the last time for an extended amount of time, has found himself in the 9th position, down 6 laps. He was on pit road for a total of 1 minute 25 seconds, so must have been getting some repairs done to the 83. Next time by will be 25 laps to go for O'Barry in the 10 car, and he has been just lights out here tonight. 14 second lead now over Cody Levitt. Donald Bennett set to go down a lap to our race leader once again. Bennett being scored in the 8th spot. Bennett trying to hang on. 24 laps to go, and that car ill handling. I don't know that he's going to be able to. O'Barry gets right to the back bumper, swings it down underneath. And Bennett moves way up out of the way. A nice thing to do. And just ahead of our race leader, the 3rd place runner, Jamie Leach. And in front of Leach, it's Daryl Calder, our 4th place runner. $11 miles to go. One caution way back on lap 10. A bit of a self-spin with Brandon Feeney. Feeney was able to keep it going. Unfortunately, right now, he's being scored in the 9th spot. The 26, Daryl Calder, moves up out of the way of the 10. So, a little respect being shown on the track as the 26 moves out of the way. Meanwhile, Jamie Leach was trying to run away and stop himself from going down a lap with 20 laps to go. It's all empty space between Jamie Leach and Greg O'Barry. Leach trying to find that forward grip coming out of the corners and just not getting there. As O'Barry is closing the gap on the back bumper of our 3rd place runner. $16 laps to go. O'Barry looking down on the inside. Jamie Leach thought to defend it for just a second. The car popped out. And now O'Barry on the inside going through 3 and 4. Greg O'Barry puts our 3rd place runner, Jamie Leach, down a lap. O'Barry has been absolutely lights out here tonight. And in front of him right now, our second place runner, Cody Levitt. At one time, Cody Levitt was just 5.5 seconds behind Greg O'Berry, and now he is threatening to put Cody Levitt down a lap. 7 miles to go, make it 6.5 when they cross the start-finish line. And O'Berry looking to get to the back bumper of the 38. O'Berry goes down low, the 38 up high. Gonna try and defend, but it's not gonna happen. Greg O'Berry looking to lap the field through turns 1 and 2. He goes underneath Levitt, and it's done. Greg O'Berry has lapped the field. O'Berry with 12 laps to go doesn't really have to worry about fuel. He doesn't have to worry about tires. He doesn't have to worry about much. Down the front stretch he goes, just 10 more times to pick up the checkered flag. Less than 5 miles to go for O'Berry in the 10 machine. And he has led most of the laps here tonight, bar none. The 41 moves down out of the way. That's Kyle Lesher. Lesher actually started the field here tonight on the shotgun position, up 2 into 7th spot. Gives Greg O'Berry another 20 laps. He might lap himself. Luckily, we only have 8 more to go. O'Berry working on the front stretch one more time. Cross the start finish line. 3 miles to go. Cody Levitt. Jamie Leach working on the same stretch of road. Leach trying to catch the back bumper of Cody Levitt if he can do it and try and make a pass with 5 laps to go. He'd put himself back up in second. O'Berry, though, with 4 laps to go this time by. Oh, caution on the track. Lee Campbell. Caution on the track. The 14 did a whoopsie. And that could change everything. Let's go back and see what happened with Campbell. In that number 14 Ford Mustang. He just overdrove it out of the corner and nosed it right in. Nosed it some more, and just for good luck. And then he plants it into the wall on the inside retaining wall. Might be a little frustration there for the 14. Now 3 laps to go. Greg O'Berry looking like he is probably going to win, although Cody Levitt's going to get his lap back. Going to be a green-white checker. Who knew? Boy, if I'm Cody Levitt, I'm coming down pit road. He is. He's on pit road. Cody Levitt might be coming down for 4 tires. One shot and one shot only to try and beat Greg O'Berry, and Cody Levitt's in pit road trying to do it. Salt Flat Cup Series brought to you by SimBox. Make sure if you're looking for a button box to head on over to Facebook and check out SimBox PC. Custom made sim boxes just for you. Unfortunately for Cody Levitt, he's got to start way back towards the tail end of the field. Pace truck is off. It's going to be 2 to go when we take the green flag. 2 to go for Greg O'Berry. We're in the restart zone. Green flag waves and the 10 takes off. Cody Levitt going to be able to do anything, or is he stuck behind too much traffic? It looks like he might be stuck as Greg O'Berry starts setting it down into turns 3 and 4. Cody Levitt not going to get there. White flag this time by flagman waving that white flag for everything it's worth. Half a mile to go for Greg O'Berry. Down the back stretch for the final time goes the 10 into turns 3 and 4. Back onto the front stretch, and Greg O'Berry going to be a race winner. Cody Levitt's going to take second spot. Jamie Leach third. Darrell Calder, Jared Hagedorn, Lee Campbell, Donald Bennett, Kyle Lesher, and Brandon Feeney is the finishing order here tonight from the Salt Flat Cup Series. We're going to let Greg O'Berry celebrate when we come back. Post-race interviews. We will be right back right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. And we have our top 3 drivers ready to talk about this one. Finishing in the third spot, it's going to be the 13 of Jamie Leach. Jamie, Chris up in the booth. Do you have a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, bud. Well, a third place finish. Not a bad night here at Michigan for you. What was it going to take to try and win? Because, man, O'Berry was just lights out here tonight.
No, I didn't have anything for O'Berry. He was way too fast. There just wasn't anything I could do. I tried to push, and then I tried to lay back and save tires. I couldn't gain anything on him. He was the class of the field.
And sometimes that's just the way it is, bud. Who do you got on the 13 that you need to thank tonight?
I want to thank Cody Levitt. I want to thank Salt Flat Racing and all you guys up in the booth. You do a great job.
All right, buddy. Appreciate that. And thank you very much. Congratulations on your third place finish. And in second tonight, it's going to be the 38, Cody Levitt. Cody, a second place finish. You had new tires at the end. Just too much traffic to try and drive through to catch Greg. Was that the strategy all along, though?
I did only take right sides on the pit stop before that yellow, just to see if I could gain a little bit on him, and I did. It just, in the long run, he's just so fast. So there's nothing I could have done to catch up.
But a second place run. You ended up on the lead lap. For a little while, you weren't. That caution came out, kind of helped you out. So you're the only other lead lap driver out there tonight. It's got to feel pretty good. Who do you got on the 38 that you need to thank?
We got to thank you guys up booth. Got to thank Brownlee for painting the car. Thank everyone for watching that's watching right now. Also thank I can't even think of the word, actually. So I'll
SimBox?
just stop there.
SimBox.
Yeah, there you go. SimBox.
Yeah, I knew it was SimBox all along.
Yeah, you knew it.
Yeah, buddy.
And also Go Night.
There you go. All right. Cody Levitt, our second place finisher. And that leaves us with just one. And it was a dominating performance here out of the 10 machine. Greg O'Berry, you got Chris up in the booth. You got a copy.
Yeah, I got you.
Man, oh man, what a night for you. You took the pole. You led the most laps. There's hardly a scratch on the car, maybe a little bit on the right front. And that's the worst of it. You lapped the whole field twice. And then at the end, Cody got it back to kind of mess you up. I said during the broadcast, if they gave you 20 more laps, you would have lapped yourself. What say you?
Yeah, I wasn't too far away from it. No, it was fun. For me at least. And it's always good to get out and dominate one every once in a while. Cody should have thanked the 14 car. That was that caution there at the end kind of got him the brake to get back on the lead lap. But always fun at Martinsville. I can't tell you how many thousands of laps here. I've just mastered this track, but begged them for 2 years to run it. So I'm glad that they finally did.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I love the Paperclip. I do wish there was some more drivers out there, but it is what it is, and a victory is a victory no matter what. You can't take it away from Greg O'Berry, driver of the number 10 here tonight. Who do you got to thank, bud?
Just the guys that put this stuff together with Salt Flat. I know Donald puts a lot of work into it. And Sequential Sim Sport, been running with those guys here lately too. So shout out to those guys.
Yeah, man, it's been a lot of fun. And after tonight, we've got only 4 more races to go. So make sure you guys get out here and participate in these last 4 races. It's going to be a blast here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. And for the Salt Flat Racing Cup Series and SimBox PC on Facebook, this has been Chris, live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network.
Yeah.